to give you guys a little update on the car. As you can see, we got the hatch off this thing. Papa T and Andrew are out here sanding on it. I want to recommend something. Show them the backside of that, Andrew. Look, this stuff is very expensive. Is it worth it?
Oh yeah.
Yes. It's 100% yes. So Scotch-Brite is good. Now, you guys, please don't misunderstand me here, but look how smooth of a finish this gives you right here.
Just
anyway,
rubbing it with not a lot of force.
Yeah, and what, like $60 a box, aren't they? Now, in some places you may be able to buy them individually, but guys, invest in these. This is the super fine, which is like a 400 grit. I just wanted to pass that along because that's good stuff. So I think what we're going to do, we've made our mind up that we're going to paint the hatch top and bottom side and clear coat it completely off the car. Now, we have all the color that we have that we're going to be spraying on the car. We already have it. We're not going to have to go back and get any. It's already mixed up. So as long as that stuff's shaking up good, it should match up just fine. At least we hope. You never really know, but it should be fine with this color. And then what we'll do when we paint the car is just tape off the inside right here, back mask it, and spray this. The hood will already be painted, and that way you just got less car to spray. I'll probably go ahead and spray the bumper as well separately. It'll just make my job a lot easier as I go to spray this car. So that is where we're at right now. I don't really have much to give you as far as an update on the car. We're just getting after it. This is just monotonous, time-consuming stuff. So what I may do is just set up a little bit of a time lapse and move you guys around, add a little bit of music, and we'll just do that. How about that? Oh yeah, if you don't know, I always like to say this because you will bust your quarter glass if you don't get all of these bolts out or all the nuts off the back of the bolts. And if you go to push on your quarter glass too hard and you don't realize that you got one left, you'll bust it. I've done it before, so it happens. So listen to me. 9 millimeters. Count them up. Make sure you got 9 before you go to pushing on the glass. It's that simple, because some of these things are really hard to find. As you can see, you can get lost in there trying to find stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just put up a time lapse. We're gonna listen to some music, show you guys what we got. All right, so I went ahead and sprayed some base coat and clear coat on the rear hatch of the car. I think, did I show? Yeah, I showed you guys that we took the hatch off. I wanted to just see how everything was gonna lay out. This is underneath the hatch, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care. But here's the color.
That's good. I like that light on your GoPro, might be brighter.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
That's good. There is the color.
It's pretty color.
Yeah,
it looks good.
It's gonna be hard.
The video does it justice, but
yeah, there's a couple dry spray spots in there I see, but it's fine. Like I said, this is just the hatch, so we just need to get some clear coat on this so that it can protect itself. Yeah, we're good. You all have seen the color before, but I do think that this is going to look really good on the car. Now, this is something that needs to be seen in the daylight to really appreciate, but I think this is a beautiful color. All right, so anyway, let me show you guys what we got set up here for the tent. I know you've already seen it in the video before,
I thought you were looking at it.
But here's the tent set up. These are two 12 by 12 tents. Now that doesn't give us a ton of room in here because, as you can see, the legs right here are going to be pretty tight, but with the mirrors off the car, that will make a difference. Pull these together. We're going to clamp them up, tape it up, make sure it's good. Now what we're doing here is simply trying to keep overspray out of the shop, and occasionally some stuff blows in from the top of the shop down on the car, so we don't want that to happen. But this will be the setup, and what I'm going to do is just take, I've got a big roll of plastic over here, and And we're gonna wrap these tents up with plastic real good, put a nice exhaust fan going out the door with a filter on it, a couple of big filters up here. I will tell you this, if you're wondering, the more filters you can put in your room like this, in your booth, the better, because it won't suck it all in. You don't want a high velocity is what I'm trying to say. So the more filters you have, the less velocity of air comes through, and that'll actually help. So here's what we got today. We picked up a big roll of plastic here, just some tape. We got our gallon of Metalux, if you guys are wondering. We're using Metalux, and this is the M7 carbonized gray or Asher gray. Should have put that out before. We're gonna do something a little different right here with this, so I'll show you guys that later. Here's our interior dye. We're gonna go a little brighter red than Napa red that we usually use on the interior. We want this thing to pop. And also, Andrew picked up some stuff today. Check it out. Yeah. Look at that. So at some point here pretty soon, we're gonna be spraying Andrew's car as well. Now Andrew's car is not gonna be that hard to do. It's already the colors that we need to spray it, so it's not gonna be super hard. This car, obviously we're changing the color, it's gonna be a lot more difficult, but stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming. I'm gonna give you some tips and some tricks as I can, at least. And hopefully this thing will be looking pretty good. Now look, this isn't the way we're gonna normally be spraying, meaning just like throwing caution to the wind and just spraying everything. We're not doing that, but this is under the hatch. We needed to get it done, and I want to see what this color looks like in the sun. So if I want to change the color, now's the time to do it. I've already bought the paint, but regardless of that, guys, you always want to do a quick spray out on something like this to make sure that that's what you want. I know this color is what I want, but just in case, we could always come back and two-tone this thing or something like that. Here she is. All right, I think that's it. I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this one up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.